The latest pandemic brought about this thing called the vaccine. We get a lot of calls to the office about, oh, I took the vaccine.
Hmm.
Am I going to die? I took the vaccine. What should I do? My family member took the vaccine. How can I help them?
Well, it's interesting because people weren't really thinking about vaccines too much as either a negative or positive until the last 3 years. I think because there was such a push on this concept of mandate, and again, I'm always been one free choice, man. You do what you want. You have to be informed of both sides of the coin, and then it's about a free choice. Like you get a choice to have a cheeseburger or you get a choice to have a salad. It's just what you do. You have a choice to walk in front of traffic or you choose not to. But people do call about that concern, and it's legitimate because there's so much media out here that are broadcasting on one side that you are going to die, and that's the broadcast. And there's another side that said you're going to be okay, and so that therein lies a big old confusion. People don't know what to do. All we can say is from our own experience in our own practice with the people that we personally dealt with, we haven't had someone die yet that we've known of directly because of taking one of the COVID vaccines.
Well, the people, the patients, the individuals that actually come through the practice and work our
Mhm.
processes live in a completely different manner. So,
They do.
foundationally, from a lifestyle standpoint, they're living an anti inflammatory nutritional protocol, getting adequate exercise. They're moving blood, oxygen, and nutrients through their system. When we sweat, we detoxify. So we're eliminating, deadly poisons, if you
Yeah.
will. We're working on stress management and rest, and then, balancing hormones and even using, certain healing peptides over the top of that and supplements to keep that foundation as strong as a person possibly can.
Yeah, we've done a lot. And I think the question for everyone out there is, the mRNA technology, what does that mean long term? We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows because time hasn't passed. I suppose in any technology, it doesn't matter. You go back to cell phones. I've heard people tell me that, cell phones were the devil. In any technology, there's good and bad. You just got to figure out how to use it good. While some people have a bend towards using it bad. That's life. And so I think with this, it is important if you're out there and you have a question about this, utilize the processes we just talked about with you. Work on your pathways. Make sure you get all your inflammatory markers down and under control. We have some unique tests that would look at things like your inflammation in the endothelium. For those of you going, what? That would be a sort of a test that would give you volatility towards increasing risk to throw clots or have a stroke. Right. So we can look at that kind of stuff, and that gives people a sense of peace. And we provide direction, we provide hope in that, as opposed to sort of a hopeless endeavor.
Yeah, so if a person is living in an inflammatory manner and then they have compromised genetics,
Hmm.
they're the person that can do something about whether or not they may have a negative outcome from this
Exactly.
type
And
of a.
you take any vaccine, it doesn't matter what it is, its design is to trigger the immune system. The immune system's going to trigger inflammation. That's part of the adaptive response. That's supposed to happen. But you take any vaccine and throw it onto an already inflamed system, you're just compounding a problem that's there. And so it's hard to sit there and say, this does that in everybody because we're all different. We all have different lifestyles we choose. And I think there needs to be a little bit more balance behind that. I'm not a fan, of course, of the speed of rollout of this technology at all. And I think that was, not a good thing, in my opinion. I don't think people should have been forced to do that. But yet there's people that think differently, and that's okay. But ultimately, we've got to be able to deal with this at this point because a lot of people did, in fact, choose to, or felt like they were forced to take the vaccine. Fine. Okay, what do we do to make sure we increase our odds so that it won't cause problems? You nailed it. We've got to take care of ourselves and begin to optimize the function of our bodies. We've been asked a lot of times, and this is a fair question, can you quote unquote detox the spike protein? I've been asked that thousands of times. The answer is don't know. Just don't know.
Can you simply detox the system? And if you can, what are a couple ways people can do that.
Yeah, I think that if you understand the detox system is a system that is driven by cellular function.
Okay.
So here's the cells. We've got to make sure we get the nutrients in the cells so the cells do what they do that form the detoxification and even the immune system. And that means eating well. That means exercising well. That means getting good sleep. That means controlling our emotional response in life and not be stressed all the time. It means understanding genetics. It means utilizing peptides correctly, like we talked about. You know, there's a bunch of peptides that we can use.
What about Kingdom Fuel?
Kingdom Fuel is amazing. I mean, it gives people good nutrition. I like Kingdom Fuel because it's
not expensive.
Quality stuff. $5 or less per meal is amazing to ensure you're having the nutrients needed to drive your system. We have got to take some action instead of just getting mad out here about whatever. You know, many people make decisions and then they have remorse for those decisions. Many people make decisions and have no remorse for these decisions. It is just about treating the body well. And whatever decision you made, live with the consequences of it, but obviously improve the outcome by doing these things.
Well, and people come in and they're just freaked out with, oh, so-and-so is going to die. I'm going to die. And I just go back to biblical principles. Those who drink deadly poisons, those who believe that they will not harm them.
Yeah.
So that's the first step in disarming that spirit of fear, is that this body is designed to heal. It is designed to be assaulted by the environment, and it is designed to overcome those things and adapt. I mean, we've adapted and changed a lot through the thousands of years that we've been on the planet.
We have, and that's Mark chapter 16, if you're wondering the scripture reference there. It is really important that people have hope. I can't tell you how many people, it's been hundreds and thousands of people that we've actually talked off the edge, talked fear out of their life and put hope back in, prayed with them, cried with them. You know, it's a journey. We have got to get a proactive stance on this instead of being completely reactive all the time. Get your belief back, get your hope back. Don't live in fear. If you're interested and need our help, you can reach out to us. This is a hot topic, but we'd be honored to help you out. But look, it's going to be all right. There you go. There's some hope for you. Up next, our financial guru, Kirk Elliott, gives us advice on what you need to know at this time in history.
Let's get real. Most emergency food is just as bad for you as any other choice in the standard American diet. And that's just sad.
We don't just need food. We need highly nutritional food.
We don't just want to survive food shortages. We are meant to thrive in adversity.
Complete your daily nutrition and have shelf-stable Kingdom Fuel as a cornerstone of your food supply.
Don't sacrifice your health or your taste buds.
Stock up on Kingdom Fuel now.
Hello, I'm Kevin Sorbo. Now, there's an old saying, it's not what you know, but who you know that matters. Now, that's true in our careers, spiritual life, and when it comes to our health and overall well-being. Today, most of us know a lot of information about health and nutrition, but are we really doing anything with it? So here's what I've learned from working with Doctors Michele and Mark Sherwood. They're the founders of the Functional Medical Institute. You need a wellness plan that's customized based on your unique needs. Now remember, real change can only happen when you address the whole person. That is exactly what Mark and Michele do, and why they are people you should know. They'll help you discover what you need to experience transformation. Find out at Sherwood.tv/Sorbo. That's Sherwood.tv/Sorbo, or just see the link below. Have a great day and God bless.
I could use your assistance.
Okay,
Jesus. Huh? My name is Jesus.
Sure. Jesus?
Jesus is here today.
You looking for a job?
Yes, sir.
You and Mark have 45 days before the bank forecloses.
Not to worry. They do not call me by God Byron for nothing. The collection plate starts to be passed around. Mark reaches into the basket and shouts, "You and your family are the winner from the first church of the lotto. Kind of think of it like a high-stakes bingo night every Sunday.
Poopy diaper! Poopy diaper!
This video of the diaper is going viral right before our eyes.
This is a miracle.
What is?
Friends of Faith has over 300,000 followers.
Oh my dad! That's more followers than Moses had.
Jesus! Take the wheel!
Say it.
No,
Stop
take the wheel!
I got it, buddy.